Here's the former Saint and Viking Morton Anderson to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. It's Alexander. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 82 yards. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And that'll set them back 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Namath to throw on 1st down. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Namath. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Namath. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll start here with Jackson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Mean Joe Green on the tackle.
A play fake. Now Cunningham. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. The back deep, Cooper Kupp. This is taken at the 10. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. They'll get this out to Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here's Namath. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Adrian Peterson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Larry Wilson. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, this defense was victimized earlier in this opening quarter. This time, a measure of revenge.
Well, they always tell defenses you have to have a short memory, but I also think it helps if you remember what happens to you before, and now you're able to flip it around. They didn't want to show weakness and let this offense think they could do whatever they want, and they turned things around in that case and picked one off themselves.
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got a man complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run with a longtime Buccaneer. It's Mike Alstott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
And goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Namath. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Taysom Hill from 8 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Home team 14. Visitors 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Cunningham going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Cunningham. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. To throw on 1st down is Namath. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Namath to throw. Williams brings it in.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the catch made by Johnson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You had horoscope on us, dude. And all the way in for the touchdown. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He's going to air this out deep for Harvin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Larry Wilson. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Namath to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Namath's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Namath.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
From the gun is Namath.
He's airing it out for Williams.
And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Namath.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive?
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
A loss of a yard.
Now Cunningham. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
It's 2nd down.
Cunningham looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Off play action, it's Cunningham. Here's Johnson with a reception. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
16 brings up 4th down.
Cunningham to throw. Got a man complete, Calvin Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides to a halt inside the 10. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And Washington able to make this a close game again.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. It just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Namath to throw on first down.
Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Namath.
Flush to his right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
To throw, Namath.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Chase Young
in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Namath.
Going up top for Cup. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. He's going to air one out.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cunningham. And it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Cunningham. James has got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Flushed out right. Then he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. It's James. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Cunningham.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On 3rd down, Cunningham. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A play fake, now Cunningham. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 24-yard touchdown.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down, Namath. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
To throw is Namath.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll be out of of bounds across the 30-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Now name it to throw.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And some room to maneuver. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. He will push his way down to about the 14.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
2nd down, Peterson again.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
2nd and 8.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.